Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Amber. You call me Am. I really don't care. For those of you who do know me, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be discussing 5 things that I suggest to future student teachers. Right now, I'm currently not student teaching. I'm actually getting my field observation hours in. For those of you that's in the education field, you guys do know that the field observations is basically the semester before you student teach. So right now I'm observing the classes, but more so I am hands-on. I'm just not teaching. I'm just helping out, observing, and everything else. And these are some things that I researched, just some things to help out other future educators in the future. My first big piece of advice to any student teachers is to be yourself. Okay, be yourself. Kids are young. Kids can pick up on anything. The same way we can, kids could pick that up as well. So kids could pick up if you're faking it. Kids could pick up, if you're nervous. Kids could pick up almost everything. So my big advice to any future educator out there is to just be yourself. Don't go in the classroom trying to be that extra fun teacher or that teacher that's just, seriously, just be yourself. I feel like, and I say this in almost all my videos, I feel like when you're yourself, people can sense it, people know it, and people like you 10 times more because let's just be honest, in a world where everyone wants to be the same, why not stand out? So second big piece of advice is to be on time. Do not be late, okay? Try to get to your school within like 10 to 15 minutes just to give yourself some time, to take your jacket off, to conversate with the main classroom teacher, to just basically just relax. You don't want to come rushing into a class, rushing, trying to get everything together, scatterbrain, and by the time your class comes in, like, oh, hey, Mrs. or such and Mr. such and such, and you're just like, hey, you're just all out of it, and it kind of just throws off the beginning of your lesson. It just messes everything up. Just be on time. Number 3, don't be afraid to take criticism from the main teacher, okay? Even if you have to ask. Because me, right now in field teaching, I ask so many freaking questions, okay? I ask so many questions. And my main teacher, I don't think that she cares. I don't know if she do or she don't, but I really sense the fact that she don't mind me asking so many questions because let's be honest, when you ask questions, you're obviously interested. You want to know more. Even if it's the smallest question, ask it. I feel like no question is dumb, and I feel like if you want to answer to it, it's a specific reason why. So ask why. I'm not gonna lie, I remember before I started this semester and I started working with the class that I'm working with 11th graders and 9th graders. But before I started working with the 11th graders, I asked the teacher, I said, hey, I really don't know how to make a lesson plan. Like I do, but I don't. Can you show me one of your lesson plans? And she showed me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Number 4, always come professionally dressed. Always, 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 okay? Me personally, what I have on, I feel like it's not that bad, but obviously I wouldn't wear these earrings in there. I'll probably wear something way smaller. But yeah, come in there professionally dressed. I do know like at some schools, sometimes teachers are like dressed back more lax with jeans and sneakers. You have to think their foot is already in the door, okay? So they could dress like that, okay? This is their job. This is your internship, okay? So you want to come dress professionally every single time, okay? Don't go in there with sneakers or like jeans or anything that you feel like is just too lax, or anything that the students would technically wear. You don't wear it. I feel like you want to leave your best impression on the school because you never know who's watching you. And I remember my father taught me this when I was younger, okay? You never know who's watching you. You never know at the end of your journey at that school if the administrator would refer you to someone, or if the principal has been looking, or even if the teacher, who knows. I feel like my main thing is just you never know who's looking, so always leave your best impression. Number 5, this was a big thing for me. Get to know your students, okay? Get to know your students. Get to know their names. Get to know their sense of humor. Basically build that rapport, even if it's something short within like a 2-minute conversation, a 30-second conversation, 15, just something so your students know that you see them, okay? You don't want to be a student teacher in a classroom, you know, really not having any kind of interaction with the students. Like, you're a teacher, like you're going there, this semester is for you to teach. So the main thing is, you know, get to know your students. You know, it don't have to be anything too personal if they don't want to share it with you, but even something small, you know, in their hobbies, what they did last weekend, if they have any siblings, if they have any pets, just something very small. So yeah, that's number 5. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this video. You guys like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll most likely make a part 2 when I actually start student teaching. These are just some things that I thought of while field teaching, but I'm most likely going to make a part 2 within like 4 to 5 months. But yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be back with you soon. So peace.